So I'm going to be using this tier list thing to help me organize which figures I'm considering getting, because I feel like it'll be good being able to see them separated visually. I think it'll really help me to determine which ones I want the most. And yeah, in my last video, I did a tier list thing like this, but they were not in order. Like, I don't know if anyone thought that. I'm just saying it just to make sure no one did think that. Like, when I had them lined up like this, it didn't mean this one was first place and second, third, fourth. I was just ranking them by tiers. If I made an actual list 1 through 10, the order would be different. So, but actually for this video, I might do it that way, where the one on the left is the one I want the most in each tier. We'll see. I'll make it clear as we go along. But yeah, let's start off. So here we have the Frieren figure by Goodsmile. And I do have this one pre-ordered from Crunchyroll, and it just got announced that she's getting re-released again, so that's great. But I have that one pre-ordered, and I mean, I could cancel most of the stuff I pre-ordered if I wanted to for some reason, so nothing's 100% sure. So Frieren is going to go there since I've already ordered her, and yeah, I've really been loving Season 2. It's one of my favorite anime, I'd say. And then we have Femto, the Ichiban Kuji Masterlise Femto. And I also have this tab open this time, so maybe I'll click on it like this sometimes and we can see a full view of the figure I'm talking about. But yeah, this thing released in Japan, and it recently released in the US as well, and it looks amazing, like really nicely done Femto figure. And I'd like to get it, but I feel like One Piece has to take priority here, as much as I'd love to get this stuff. And also with Berserk stuff, like the aftermarket can be crazy, so if I do miss out on this, I expect to have to pay high prices for it in the future once it's out of stock everywhere. So that is one reason that it would maybe be a good idea for me to buy it now, even over some One Piece figures, but I'm not sure if I'll do it. So for now, let's throw Femto into the... Not depends on aftermarket. Oh yeah, I was going to explain exactly what each of these mean. So I'll put him in really want. And obviously ordered, which I have explained. That one, it's things I've ordered, and then must have is things that I haven't ordered yet, but that I'm definitely going to get for my collection. And then depends on aftermarket are things that I can't just order here in the US. So once they release in Japan, it's going to depend on the aftermarket if I think it's worth importing it or not. And then really want is things that I really want, but not necessarily must-haves. And then considering, like kind of self-explanatory things that I'm considering, but I don't want them as much as I want the ones in the really want section. And then probably won't get is stuff that I'm most likely not going to buy. Alright, so next we have Skull Knight. And let's take a look at him as well. So this thing's amazing. This one's sculpted by Iwakura Keiji. I would love to get it to go with my Zod. It would look amazing. And this one does have some QC issues. Tons of people received theirs with the sword hilt bent, and then also I think I saw one instance where the little ring was like broken off the horse's nose, which should be able to just be glued back. And then I heard some people complaining about the horse feet being kind of difficult to stick on the stand. Actually, I think the stand actually hooks just straight up into like under the horse, but yeah, I have seen some QC issues with this one, but I wouldn't say that's enough to really sway my decision, but it is a little bit of a factor. But yeah, Skull Knight, amazing sculpture by Iwakura Keiji. I definitely want this, and it's like I said, Berserk. You know, if I don't buy it now, I mean, it's a miracle it got an Ichiban release, because it's a pretty big box. It would have been so expensive to import it from Japan. Plus the aftermarket price on top of that. Though I haven't checked the price recently, I assume it's high. I know the Zod went pretty high, but I have not checked those recently. But with it being Berserk, I can imagine it's probably not cheap. Though there's always the possibility I'm wrong. But I want this so bad, but just like with the Femto, it's like I would rather spend my money on more One Piece stuff. So, you know, like I said, this is something I could regret later on. Because for me, it's like these are like, I either get them now, you know, while they're still available, which is hopefully for a few more months. It's either I get them now or I'm probably never going to get them. So I'm pretty torn on those right now. And I did just order some other One Piece figures, which I could have used that money to buy those. And then, yeah, we'll see. So Nami, the Frieren B-style Nami, which, yeah, it's big. I'd love to have like a giant Nami figure. It'd be fun to have. Let's put her in really want. Let's go look at her too. And yeah, I'll have a link to this list in the description, so if you want to go click on all these yourself, then you can. But yeah, here's the Nami. I think it looks good. I have seen a lot of comments, people talking about the face looking off, and I could see how how people could think that, like, it looks kind of roundish, but then I see the pictures of her on display and I think she looks pretty great. Though I can still see where the complaints for the face are coming from, because like, I actually kind of go back and forth on the face myself. Yeah, there was one point I was like gonna order this, but I go back and forth. So she's not gonna go in the must-have. She's gonna go in the really want for now. I guess what's stopping me is mainly the price, and yeah, the face isn't really an issue for me. I pretty much like the face. Let's see some more of her on display here. Yeah, I don't know. Let's go on to a different figure. Yeah, Dorry and Brogy. I'll put those together. So these are, what do they call them? Senkou Zekkei figures, and they go together as a set, but they have to be bought separately. So we have Dorry here and Brogy, and these have released in Japan. Have they released in the US yet? I'm not sure, but they should be releasing anytime now if they haven't already. So here's what the two of them look like together doing their attack. I love the giants in one piece, so these are characters I really want to have. So I guess the reason I'm not going to put them in the must-have tier is because I'm really hoping that there's some amazing Ichiban Kuji figures of them that come out when we get to Elbaf. But also, are they going to make a figure of them doing their attack like this together that can go together, or is this going to be the one, you know? So it's like, because I would love to have a figure like this of them doing their attack. But if they did, maybe they do some like Masterlise extra Ichiban Kuji figures of them and they're just standing like straight up, which would be great too, but even if they do that, I would still want a figure of them in this pose. So kind of unsure about this. Gonna put them in really want for now. Oh yeah, let's see, how much do I want them? You know, it's Dorry and Brogy. Let's put them at the front of the list for now. Oh, and another Nami. Now this Nami is one Nami figure where I think they got her face perfectly, so this one's going on the must-have for me. This is the Glitter and Glamours Egghead Nami. Let's bring her up. Yeah, this one released in Japan, and it's actually in stock at some US sites now, so I could buy this one now. Definitely going to get it, but I just ordered some other figures, which are on the list, so my figure budget for this little time frame is, I'm out of my figure budget at the moment, so I'm not just going to go buy her right now. But definitely want to get this one. I've seen pictures of it. I think it is a great Nami. So I'm definitely going to get her at some point. And then yeah, Boa Hancock. She just released like today in Japan. And this is a great Hancock figure. Should she go above Nami? Maybe. We'll see. They're probably equal for me in terms of how much I want them. So this is the Grandista Boa Hancock. And yeah, I've been seeing pictures showing up on X and she turned out great just like this. And yeah, I just love the sculpt of it. The face looks great. So I'm really looking forward to getting this Hancock, and yeah, I'll talk more about it when I get it. Oh yeah, Grandista Special Edward Newgate. I already ordered that one. That's one I really didn't plan to get at first. Like I kind of glanced on it and I wasn't too sure. Yeah, I don't know. I looked at it again and thought, it actually looks a little better than I thought it did. So, okay, they only have one picture here, but yeah, I'll talk more on that in the video. You know, I don't want to go over the same thing twice because I could probably make a lot of the same observations by just looking at the pictures, but of course, having something in person, you're gonna notice things you wouldn't notice looking at the pictures. So I'll just wait till I see it in person, which should be any day now. I think it's coming like in 2 days. It should be here. But yep, I ordered that one and Hisoka. So for as long as I've been collecting figures, I've wanted a Hisoka figure. I remember I went to like an anime convention pretty early on when I was first starting to collect figures, and I saw all of these old Ichiban Kuji Hisokas, but they were trying to sell them for so much, like $200 or whatever. And I really knew like nothing about figures back then, so I was like, why the hell is that much? Then I started researching stuff and realized, oh, it's an Ichiban Kuji figure. It's an old figure, so I guess it was sought after. But I think even back then it was an old figure. Like it had already released years before I went to that convention, and they were just selling it there. I'm gonna put him in really want. I was pretty sure on this before. I can't really say why. Like I can't really think of why I don't feel like he's a must-have right now. But I'm gonna leave him on the really want. And let's take a look at him real quick down here. Here he is, Masterlise Hisoka. And yeah, I think he looks great. You know, I think I did see some pictures of him released, and maybe I was a little unsure about it. I'll have to go look up some videos again, because maybe that's what it was. Maybe I wasn't 100% satisfied with how he turned out, but I can't remember. So yeah, he's gonna stay there for now. Then we have this Maximatic Gear 2nd, Gear 2 Luffy. And yeah, this one also released very recently in Japan, and he looks great. So I want to say I'll put this in the must-have, though I do want these two more. So yeah, I am doing this in order. So yeah, these two I want more than the Luffy. And then Egghead Robin, Glitter and Glamours Egghead Robin. Not sure why I put that one there. I think I kind of already decided I don't want it. Not that I think it looks bad. I mean, I just don't know if I want an Egghead Robin figure, that's the thing. But I might want to get her to go with the Nami. I'm going to put her in considering, but she might go down to probably won't get. And then we have Señor Pink, which is sculpted by Iroquois Cage, and he just looks great. This figure looks great, but this one's going to have to go and depends on aftermarket because I couldn't find any US sites to order him from. I don't think he got an Ichiban release unless maybe there's a site maybe there was a site that I wasn't aware of, but yeah, it looks like this one was only available in Japan. He's coming out in June, and yeah, this thing's just a work of art. I love how they have the younger Señor Pink down there, and then he's swimming out here. And I usually do prefer figures to be the full body, you know, as opposed to like a bust or half a body, but considering his devil fruit, I can live with it for this one. You know, he's swimming out of the figure, you know, so I think this one's all right, that it's just his top half. And damn, I think it just looks great. This sculpt, really nice. Look at that. Yeah, I'd love to have this one. And I might have been able to pre-order it through a proxy, you know, from Japan, but I never looked into that, and it's probably too late now. So I'm just going to put him in the depends on aftermarket. And then we have the Gear 5 Ichiban Kuji Soul Gorgeous Statue Luffy, which I have ordered. I've pre-ordered him. And let's take a look at him here. So here he is, and yeah, I've been looking at pictures since this released. When did it release? A few weeks ago. Yeah, a few weeks ago in January. And the face did look kind of weird from certain angles, but as I've seen more pictures come in, I've seen some where the face looks pretty good like it does in this picture. So it could just be certain angles that I think it looks a little bit weird at, but yeah, I think I'm still wanting this one because I have seen pictures where it looks pretty close to this one, pretty close to the promo images. And then we have Gamfall, which did not get an Ichiban release. That sucks, but the other figures from the set did. But no, they choose Gamfall to be the one that doesn't get the Ichiban release. So this is one that depends on aftermarket, and yeah, as much as I want certain figures, like if the price is too high, then I'll just live without them. Like with the Portrait of Pirates Big Mom was one of my favorite characters. I wanted that thing so badly, but I knew the whole time I was not willing to pay $500 for it. But I did end up getting her because Crunchyroll had her for, I think it was under $200 or under $300, but either way it was a price that I was okay with paying, so I was able to get her. But yeah, as much as I love Big Mom, as much as I wanted that figure, if everywhere was selling her for $500 and there was no cheaper price, I would not have bought that figure. So that's kind of how I feel about these depends on aftermarket ones. Like if it's too high that it's just not worth it to me, then I'm just gonna live my whole life without the figure. Yeah, I was looking on eBay. I think I saw some for around $130, but I don't think I've checked the sold listings, so maybe I'll check that and then put a screenshot of it on the screen here. But it looks like he could be going for high prices. I haven't checked how much he's selling for in Japan, so it might be worth trying to import him if he's not going for much there. But yeah, I'm not sure right now. But I really do want him for my Skypia setup. Like he's one of those characters I just did not expect to get. Plus Pierre too, his horse Pegasus thing. Pretty badass figure. Alright, what's next? Black Maria from the same Ichiban Kuji set as this Luffy. And I have that one pre-ordered as well. Let's see her here real quick. So there's the Black Maria. So now I'll have the big Ichiban Kuji Black Maria from the Tobiropo set, and then I'll have her also in her spider form, and I'll probably display her with the Demonio Robin. I mean, not probably, of course I'm gonna do it. That's like, of course I want to pair those figures together. So yeah, I will do that once I have them both. And then All Might, another one I've pre-ordered. So what is this? Silver Age All Might Masterlise Extra. And yeah, I'm really glad this one got an Ichiban release because the previous Masterlise Extra All Might did not. And then we have another one on the list which is also getting an Ichiban release, so that's great. But yeah, here he is. He released recently. I've been seeing pictures on X from people in Japan that have him, and he looks like he turned out really good. So there is All Might. I think at one point I'll probably have just an All Might shelf because he's my favorite character by far from My Hero Academia. So I'd love to have a shelf that's just all full of All Might. So that one is ordered, and oh yeah, there's also these Luffys coming out which are taken from the some manga covers, like this one's a pre-time skip one and this one is post-time skip. I want to put these in must-have, but I also feel like they might be a tier below. Not sure why. Like they really capture Luffy. I think these are some of the best looking Luffy figures I've seen in terms of like capturing Luffy's likeness, you know, just the sculpt and all that. Let's see them here. Yeah, I think they look great. Look at, there he is. I mean, it's kind of not the highest quality picture here, but it looks great. And then here's the pre-time skip one. Yeah, I think this would look great in my Luffy shelf, like where I have all Luffy in his different forms. I'd love to put these there, or one of them, and switch them out or something. So, you know, maybe these will. Yeah, I think they're good in the must-have. But right now I do want these ones more, so I am doing this in order of how much I want each one, except for the ordered list, because they're all already ordered, so their positioning here means nothing. Like, just because All Might's here doesn't mean I want him more or less than Frieren, and see, I could put All Might there, it doesn't matter. But with these ones, I am kind of doing it like that. And yeah, I really like having the visual here. It makes it easier for me to really see and think about which ones I want. And then we have Big Mom Battle Record Collection Big Mom. Let's click on that beast. So young Big Mom, I do like her bigger look better, you know, how she looks in Whole Cake Island and for the majority of the show. But I mean, young Big Mom is great too. And I can't put my finger on why I'm not like super excited about this one. So I think I'm going to put it in considering, or maybe probably won't get, because there's got to be more to come, right? And maybe I'll like one of those more. But I do think I want it more than the Robin though. So let's move Robin back. But it's not like there's anything I dislike about it. Like the face looks good, body looks good. Prometheus, he looks fine there. So nothing I dislike about it, just yeah, for some reason, it's not really feeling like something I have to have. King of Artists Whitebeard. Now I think this is probably going to go on the must-have. King of Artists Whitebeard releasing May 2026. So this isn't the best picture either. There's better pictures of this out there. There's pictures of him on display at events, and yeah, I think he looks great. I love the little texture they got. They got like a lot of little lines. He has a lot of little lines sculpted into him for texture, and I think they look really nice. And the face looks great. I love the coat there, though they didn't color the little, like how it like swirls down with darker color inside of it. A lot of Whitebeard figures miss that, and it does make a big difference to me. It really sucks when they don't color them, but I like this figure enough that's not going to deter me from buying it. So let's put Whitebeard in the must-have, but do I want him more than these Luffys? Right now I am feeling like I want this one very much, so I'll put him behind Nami. And then Frieren, this Ichiban Kuji Frieren. I'm not really sure why I put that there, actually. I feel like I guess I'm considering it, that's why. I think it looks good. I still want to see more pictures of it. They haven't released many pictures of it. And I'm already getting this one, unless for some reason I decide to cancel it. But yeah, probably don't need too many Frieren figures. Though I'd like to do a shelf. I'd probably want to do a shelf. I'm thinking like maybe just mixed with other anime that aren't One Piece, like put some My Hero stuff, some Frieren stuff, some whatever other series I have, Hunter x Hunter, just mix it all on one shelf. But yeah, I'm going to put this one and probably won't get. And also these Attack on Titan ones, like they just aren't the priority for me, even though they are getting Ichiban releases. I've never seen Attack on Titan. I don't know if I ever will see it. I just think these figures look really good. But I'd rather have more One Piece stuff or Frieren stuff. So we'll put these in the probably won't get. Oh, and then we have Mike. So Mike is not getting an Ichiban release. All the figures here, well, most of them, just not this Aluka or Nanika. The Aluka is getting Ichiban, but not the Nanika or Mike. And Mike is what I wanted from here. So, depending on his aftermarket prices, I might get him. I just love him. He's amazing. So, depending on the aftermarket, might get Mike. I think I might put him in number 1. Yeah, he's going to go number 1 in that tier for now. And then this One Piece logo thing. I've been seeing so many pictures still of people posting this on X with their collection. It looks so good mixed in with the One Piece figure collection. And I have ordered this one. And good thing, because the pre-orders are sold out on a lot of sites. There may be some that still have it. I haven't checked, but I know in Japan it was selling for pretty high prices after releasing in the Ichiban Kuji set. Maybe the prices have calmed down by now, or maybe they've even went up. I have not checked recently. But it's a good thing I pre-ordered it when I did. Maybe I'll just overlay some better pictures here, because that's not the best picture. But yeah, it's a 3D sculpted One Piece logo. And what is this Luffy? Okay, this one's from the upcoming Ichiban Kuji Luffy set that's all full of Luffy. Pretty classic Luffy moment. I think it looks good. I'd like to put that in a Luffy shelf, so. Where will he go? I don't know why I'm hesitating to put this in must-have. Like, I think it's really good. But at the same time, I can see myself just never buying it. Just, maybe I just buy other things and this one keeps getting pushed back, so. I'm going to put him here for now, but maybe he will move up by the end of the video. And then we have the Ichiban Kuji Onigashima Luffy. Soul Gorgeous statue, maybe? Let's see. Is he? Yeah, Soul Gorgeous statue. And yeah, he looks pretty good. I don't think I even have a Onigashima Luffy figure of him with the coat, and that's one of my favorite looks for him. Yeah, I don't think I have one of those. Let's put him in the must-have. Let's put him right there. And Luffy picking his nose from the same Ichiban Kuji set. Where is that here? So another classic Luffy moment, classic thing he does. But for some reason this one isn't really pulling me towards it. I don't really know what it is. So considering, I want to put him in Really Want. Maybe I'll put him at the back of Really Want, because I would rather have this Luffy plus these 3 Luffys. So he probably won't make the cut, but you never know. And then Armored All Might, battle damaged Armored All Might. So thankfully this thing is getting an Ichiban release, because there was the other Armored All Might. Where is he? This one that did not get an Ichiban release. So if I wanted this one, I'd have to pay the aftermarket prices, and they are pretty high. And I did say that I liked this one better than the new one coming out, but I think I might like them equally now that I'm looking at it. Like, this one's pretty great too. And he is getting Ichiban release, so let's put him in Really Want. But what level of Really Want? I'll put him here for now. And then we have Robin licking the ice cream. Glitter and Glamours Robin. So here she is. I think she looks good, but not really running it like super badly. So gonna put her in considering. Do I want her more than this one though? I mean, the Nami's right there, and I think that one's probably gonna go on must-have for me. So if I get the Nami, I'd probably want the Robin to go with it more than I'd want Big Mom or this Egghead Robin. So we'll put her at the top of considering, and Nami right here. Let's look at the Nami real quick. So here's the Nami Glitter and Glamour Summer style. And this one looks great. It really matches the color spread that it's taken from. All right, so Nami's there, but where should I position her here? Let's see. Do I want her more than these Luffys? Do I want her more than this? I think I'll leave her there for now. And King of Artists Yamato Special Color. Or what is it called exactly? Special version. So, yep, I love how she has the snake colored all the way through, and the colors just look a little bit nicer because the other one is just so flat on the bottom half. It's very flat looking, plain figure on the bottom half. So I think this will be a step up from that. I'm going to put this one in, I'm going to put it in Really Want. Oh, and Blackbeard, the Grandista Blackbeard. Really liking this one. Aside from the flowers on his pants not being colored, it does bother me. Like, it would look so much better if they colored those in. But I really like the pose and the face. The sculpt of it I think is great. So regardless of the colors missing in some spots like the rings and also the pants, which I just mentioned, I'm still excited to get this one. So I'm putting this one in the must-have list. I think I'll put them after the Newgate. And then we have Maomoa from the Apothecary Diaries. So there's this one. And I think it's a nice figure. But how much do I want it? I'll put it in considering. And Ben Beckman. The pretty nice looking Ben Beckman figure. And he's a character I want to get a figure of at some point. So here it is, the Masterlise X-Piece Ben Beckman. And yeah, he looks great. I especially love how they did the cape. I think I like the cape on this one more than any Ben Beckman figure yet. I like how it has kind of like a sheen, almost like a satin finish to the cape. So I definitely think this is the one I would go for. Gonna put should he go in must have? I'll put him in really want. Put him here. And then we have Lucky Roo from the same set. That's a character I've always wanted, but I did want him in his green look. So that does make me want it a little less than I otherwise would have, but I think the sculpt looks great. He's got the meat there, fat belly sticking out. I'll put him in really want. Yeah, now that I'm adding these, it's getting kind of hard to put them in order. So they're somewhat in order, but maybe not exactly. Next we have Ira from Dawn to Dawn. This one actually looks really good. I really like this one. The hair looks really nice going all the way down there. I wonder how she's gonna be on the stand. Like maybe they'll do one of those like clear chunks under her foot to support it, and then probably a support pole maybe right here on her leg, or maybe even behind her in the hair, which would maybe be more out of the way than if they put one on her leg. But I'd probably think she might end up with one with a support pole wrapping around her leg right here. But we'll see. I think it's a really good one. And I have not started a Dawn to Dawn collection yet, though I would love to. I love the characters, the designs, really good designs in that series. And it's not like she's one of my favorite characters in the series, but I do really like the Acro Silky. I think that's what the monster was called that she got her power from. I love that design, and you know, when Ira uses her powers, which are the Acro Silky powers, she takes on the appearance. So I really like the way that looks. And yeah, I feel like this is probably my most wanted Dawn to Dawn figure right now, actually. Will she go in must have? Let's throw her there for a second. She might go down to really want. Oh, then we have Luffy with the adorable Kizaru. Look at that. Okay, so here it is. Yeah, WCF Mega figure. It's Gear 5 Luffy holding little Borsalino there. And I just love this one. I feel like it really captures the Gear 5 look. I love the smile, the whole sculpt of this, plus the little Kizaru is really adorable looking. So this one's going to have to be a must-have for me. Let's see, how high will he go? Right now I'm feeling like he's about here. Though this can change daily. Like one day I might want one of these figures more than one of the others, but they're all in the same tier. Then also the Pacifista one, which recently released. I mean, it's been out for a few months now, Mega WCF Pacifista. And I really love the way this one looks. Like it has almost like kind of like a classic WCF feel to it. Cause like I have one of the really old WCF Morias, and it has a certain quality, a certain look to it. And this one kind of makes me feel a similar way when I look at it. It just has a certain quality to it, that I really like. So I'd like to have it. But I feel like there's just too many other things that it's not gonna make the cut anytime soon. I mean, how many of these am I realistically going to get? I mean, that is a lot. I mean, that alone is like 100 for All Might, 130 for Frieren, 70 for Whitebeard, like, 60 for Luffy, 110 for Black Maria after shipping and all that. I mean, and tax, 100 for this, that's like what? I didn't even add that up. Like 100, 200, 300, 360, 460. That's like 560 or something just for the stuff I've already ordered. And I've not paid for most of these yet. Okay, so next up we have the WCF Mega Young Whitebeard, which I also love. This one looks great. Once again, they did not color that little portion of his of the grip of his weapon, but I still think the sculpt itself is good. And yeah, I was just doing a live video, so my voice is getting pretty tired. I was talking for like 3 hours straight. Maybe not completely straight, but yeah, I'm probably going on like 4 hours of almost constant speaking now. Where is he gonna go? Really want there was one point where I was like so sure I was gonna get this. I mean, I do have the first Mega WCF Whitebeard of the old Whitebeard, and that one is just amazing. So I would like to get this one to go with it. I think he'll just stay in really want. And then another Deku sheep. I have the other Deku sheep they released from the Fluffy Puffy line, which are like flocked figures. They're actually kind of like soft feeling. They have a flocked texture to them. At least on most of them. The eyes are still plastic, and on the other one he's standing up, so the shoes are plastic, but like all the hair, the ears, the body are that flocked texture. And yeah, now with so many of them, it's kind of making me not want to put them in exact order now, because it's just getting to be too much. And yeah. So here's the other one of Maomoa, and this is the last one version, which I do like better than the other one. So there's this one. This one is getting an Ichiban release. I think it looks fine. It looks nice, but I think this one looks even better with the black and dark blue kind of. What is that color? Can't think of the name of that color, but it looks really nice. I do like this one better, but this one's only getting the Ichiban Kuji release, so I can't just go order it for $60 like I can this version, this version. So this is one that's going to depend on the aftermarket. And then we have Okarun. I forgot to mention this in my other video. I didn't notice it till after I finished editing the video, but they are doing another Masterlise Okarun right here. And yeah, I might get this one. I never ended up getting I still haven't got the first Masterlise Okarun, so maybe I'll just get this one. This one, he's doing like a kick. And his toes look nicely done. I always like on the toes where they do like, where they color in the lines around the nail. Really makes them pop out. And it looks like they did that with this one, though. Though we'll see once it comes out. So I'm going to put this one in the really want category. And then we have the Demonio Fleur. However, that's always so hard to say. The Demonio Nico Robin, which I have ordered. I ordered her in Whitebeard from Amazon, and they should be getting here very soon. Okay, so now I'm just going to stare at this for a while, and then I'll cut to where I decide if I'm going to move any more of them around or not. Okay, I think I'm going to move a few of these down just because I know I want these ones more than these ones at the moment. So let's throw these down here for now. Yeah, and I don't know if I'm necessarily keeping them in order at this point. They're just in order by tier, but yeah. Let's see. You know, this thing's just too good. He's going to have to go up a little bit. And I kind of want to move these two up. Yeah, my voice is getting pretty tired at this point. Probably not going to speak for the rest of the day after this. But yeah, being able to see them all visually separated like this, I think is going to help me to determine which ones I want more than others. So let's see. I think this is pretty good, the must-have. Though I don't know, for some reason, I'm wavering a little bit on this one. Let's move him back. We'll put him there. He can still stay on the edge for now. But I feel like right now he's in the middle. He's in the middle for me of must-have and really want. And then this one's pretty close. Ben Beckman, All Might. I mean, yeah, I don't think I'm going to put these all in order. Like, to me, that just, it's starting to feel stressful. Like, I think separating them by category is good enough. So yeah, some of these are somewhat in order while other ones aren't. And yeah, I moved Nami down, Hisoka down, because I feel like they're in the considering phase right now. And also this Luffy, I wouldn't say I really want it. I'm just not feeling that for it right now. And this Kuma, I mean, not Kuma, Pacifista. Where should he go? I feel like I'm considering it as great as I think it is, so I'll put him in considering. And since I'm between must-have and really want on this one, I'm going to throw him down to really want. And what about this? This one's also sort of in the middle, though it's closer to must-have than this Luffy is right now for me. I just think it's a really, really good-looking figure. It's very unlikely I would buy these two. The Frieren maybe a little more so. There is a chance there. So maybe we'll put her in considering, since I am considering her still. And as great as this one is, as much as I want it, I almost want to move it down. Let's see. I feel like I would buy these 6 figures before this one. So yeah, I think I'll leave him and really want, though he's kind of somewhere in between right now, I'm feeling. Like, let's see. I know I want this Luffy more than Lucky Roo. I want like these 4 figures, these 5, these 6 more than the Lucky Roo probably. So maybe I'll throw him down here. And yeah, I'm so unsure about the Berserk stuff. It just I want stuff from other series more than I want that Berserk stuff right now. These are all figures that are releasing soon, or they've already released recently. And I'm thinking I might do another one where I do like older figures like from years ago that I just never picked up, and then I'll put them in their own tiers like this of how much I want them over the other ones on the list. So yeah, that's it for this one.